Hello everybody, finalKenpachi. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video, guys. In this video, we are gonna talk about my account, guys. Recently, maybe you guys saw, maybe you guys haven't, but I finally maxed my first faction guardian, guys, which is a Skinwalker. I'm talking about legendary, obviously. On the last 1+1 secret chart event, I pulled the Gwendolyn and the one useless champion in the useless faction. But here we go, guys. Like playing this game since the 2019. Only spent $14 so far, and that's my progress. So we are gonna talk about my progress today, guys. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys the champion I pull over the almost 5 year now, and yeah, I'm gonna share you guys my experience about the playing this game very long time without spending money, what kind of struggle I got, and which part is hardest thing to do for me, especially on the whenever I started. Guys, I start the game on 2019 somewhere. Like I remember there was a corona. I was saying my clanmate on the clan chat, wash your hand, stuff like that. And hold on, game is lagging a little bit. All right, there we go. And back in the day, guys, game wasn't that easy. I would like to say, we wasn't having too much champion in each faction. Like we wasn't having too much great epic champion actually on the game. Like best epic champion back in the day, like Miscrit Monster, Madame Series. Like I really don't know, guys. Like actually my oldest video on the YouTube, you guys can see that right now if you guys want. But it's a Night Raven faction war, and I remember I beat the Night Raven faction without any single Lego, and I wasn't a rector, guys. Titus wasn't even in the game, so I tried like Skullcran and Miscrit Monster, Sinesha, and I built actually Crypt Witch, guys. Crypt Witch. So Crypt Witch A2 have a 3-time random, has a decreased defense ability. So against the Valkyrie, because Valkyrie was very pain. And you need to kill the boss in limited time, right? So decreased defense kinda needed there. But that was so hard, guys. And I believe I used the Doom Priest. So like Malkit, stuff like that. Because lots of champion wasn't even in the game, like Whisper, But right now it's very easily. It took me actually almost 2 years to beat my faction war, guys. I said myself, man, I'm gonna focus the faction if I pull the good champion there, right? Like for example, like just throw in, let's say I got a Duchess there on the demon spawn, and I'm like, man, Duchess amazing champion, right? Like I don't mind to build a couple of champion that can help her, so we can beat it easily. But I didn't focus, I didn't build a champion to beat the faction mode. I didn't do that. If the champion worked for the multiple places to work to build, then I did it for it. And again, it took me on almost 2 years, guys, to maxing my faction war. And another thing is the Great Hall, obviously. Maxing Great Hall probably took me a little bit over 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, guys. Again, like I didn't spend gem to buy the refill, Kaliskaran refill. Obviously, I'm not buying the Kaliskaran refill with the real money as well. So it's also took me like, I believe, over 2 years. I just use my daily stuff on the Kaliskaran, not spending gem for the refill or anything else like that. So this part over 2 year, and the faction guardian, obviously when the back in the day we wasn't have a faction guardian or anything like that. There is no dupe system or anything like that. But if you guys thinking, hey man, you empower your champion, that's why it's take forever like that. Not really, guys. I only have a 2 empower champion. One of the +2 rule, which is Dark Elf, nowhere close to, like even I put Royal there, we still cannot fill the slot for the Dark Elf, so it's not the thing. And Rotos is +1, which means again, even I place one more Rotos, they're not gonna do anything. So it's a Skinwalker. We got a lucky on the Skinwalker. I finished the Skinwalker first, and this part is took me over 4 years to finally max my faction guardian. Obviously, maybe you guys say like, hey man, it's all about RNG. Yes, it's all about RNG, but for example, I have a 5 Ryzen. It's all about RNG, right? Like it can't be better than this, right? To fill your faction. I guess I need more Ryzen to fill my lizard man. My luckiest factions are surprisingly Shadow King, guys. Actually, we don't have too much dupe there, but I have a great champion on the Shadow King. Dwarf is definitely unluckiest one. I got lucky enough to pull the second Gnat recently. But look at that, guys. Barbarian is the another thing, guys. Only the dupe Silent Drake. Like, that's crazy. Bannerlord, we have a 810. High Elf 710, guys. Secret Order What is that? 510. Barbarian I just show. Ogre Tribe 610, which is that's the champion I pulled recently. Drogul. It's a crazy too. I pulled the Drogul number 3 on the 2x10x engine chart, and the next week I got another one from the secret chart. Again, RNG Lizardman is the 5 rising, guys. Skinwalker is 10 again. Orc is the 610. Demon Spawn 710. That's pretty cool. I actually, Demon Spawn, amazing faction, guys. Recently, not really that good. Duchess is not that good anymore in the super endgame perspective. But I was like building Duchess in resistance, and I was like, I need a dupe there, right? I need a dupe there to unlock the slot, right? Then I pulled the candle from long ago, and Plerium did a guarantee candle from event from 150 engine chart, I believe. I decided to go for it just to fill my faction garden, and I have 3 candle from now, so kind of wasted. And that is 710. I really want to max that. That can help a lot actually. Dark Elf is 610. If I wasn't it the rule, it's gonna be 810. Night Revenant, that's my after the undead. I really want to max Night Revenant as well, guys. Like there's lots of my favorite champion there. It's the 610. I pulled the Dupe Anchor recently, which is very, very nice. Dwarf have no luck at all. Shadowkin is 510. Sylvian Watcher is, it's a new faction, guys, but I have a lots of dupe already, 510. So this is how is my progress in more than 4 years. Let me know what you guys, how is your progress so far, like how long it's took you to max your faction guardian. I'm talking about legendary wise. And now let me show you guys the champion I have real quickly. Let's talk about that. First of all, let's take a look at the Void Legendary I have. Maybe you guys curious actually. I'm gonna talk about the Void Legendary champion we pull from the shard, guys. I'm not gonna include it guarantee champion. I'm not gonna include it Doom Tower reward champion or like daily login champion or whatever. Only champion we pull from the shard. So maybe you guys interested to see what a free-to-play player playing this game since 2019, how many Void Legendary champion he pulled from the Void shard. So let's take a look first of all, guys. Legendary, there we go. We have a total 28 Void Legendary champion according to filter. Yep, we included Vault, everything. So let's take a look them real quickly. Let me remove my camera so you guys can see it correctly. Sifi from the shard, guys. Grazur from the shard. We have a 2 so far. Ursuga from the shard. Tormin was kind of guaranteed, Crisp is shard. So let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Venus number 5. Narcissus was guaranteed. Valkin was guaranteed. Obviously, Quintus is the live arena reward. Constantine, I pulled him, which is 6, number 6, guys. Fortus, I pulled him, 7. Emik was the fusion. Jim Wong, 8, guys. I actually pulled him. Setch. No. Fortus was guaranteed, my bad. I pulled Jim Wong during the Fortus, guys, okay? Let me show you guys the champion real quickly. After that, I'm going to count them, okay? Like, because it makes me confused. V6 is the day login. Corner, I pulled them. Warlord, I pulled. Vlad was fusion. Yakar is, I believe, Bazaar Exchange or something like that. Yeah, right. I believe Clan Shop, yeah. Urostum Tower, Lydia Progress, Arbiter Progress, Blancer I pulled, Etal I pulled, and the second corner I pulled. So as you guys see, only dupe champion, Void Legendary dupe champion I have is the second corner. So let me count again quickly, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If I'm not mistaken, guys, if I didn't count wrong, I pulled 12 Void Legendary champion more than 4 years, guys. 12. So that's the biggest thing why I'm keep crying, if you want to say, about the balance on this game. Because this game, biggest problem is the balance, guys. Especially if you are a new player, you don't want to start the game with the bad Void Legendary champion, which is there is a lot of them, right? And Void Legendary champion is, as you guys see, it's not that easy to pull them. It's actually, guys, taking like 6-7 months to trigger your Mercy on the Void shard, which is 220 shard. What does that mean? If you are not lucky, guys, so you are gonna get 2 Void Legendary per year for end game free-to-play perspective. Only 2 Void Lego per year, guys. So that's kinda suck in my opinion. It's very suck. The game has very, very bad Void Legendary champion. Like Supreme Etal, for they recently buffed her, but man, like Corner, they actually nerfed the Corner back in the day. Unbelievable. You know, like Fortus got a buff recently again. Jingwon got a buff again, guys. Like, you know, this champion actually got a buff before. Like, imagine they are before, you know. Anyway, this is the Void Lego, guys. How many mythical I have? Well, I have only one mythical, guys, which is the Mikage, which is the fusion. I didn't manage to pull any mythical yet. There is also very garbage mythical, so hopefully I can pull something good. I believe I opened maybe so far 60 primal, if I'm not mistaken. 3, 4, maybe 5 Raymond shard. I probably 5, yeah. There is a 5 rotation on the Cursity, so 5. I can beat the Amuse on the every difficulty. I mean, hard difficulty. So I pull 5 Raymond, maybe 60 primal. No luck so far, guys. So finger crossed. Hopefully we can get something good. And let's take a look to normal legendary champion right now, guys. Like, it's gonna be hard to count them. Especially some of them is the fusion again, some of them is the daily login, some of them is the mission reward, guarantee, whatever. But we have a, hold on, let's just show normal legendary champion, right? There we go. Guys, I have 173 normal legendary champion. And how many of them is the empower on the +2 rule and 1+1 rotos. That's all I have, guys. Okay. Obviously, I can empower more, but the, you know, like before I max my faction guardian, I'm not big fan of the empower my champion obvious reason. You know, faction guardian is much important. And I have some great champion, not gonna lie, guys. Like, I have a Dodge, even I'm not using her anymore. Like, she's missing boot. Actually, I should be give her Harima. I actually pulled the Harima, guys, after I pulled the Sifi, which is definitely game changer for me. So actually, let's show the Void Lego as well. Like, so let's talk about the every champion I have. Sifi definitely game changer, guys. Like, that was crazy. Actually, I pulled her Sifi Dodge. I got Sifi like 5-7 months ago, so she's kind of new. And after I just got the Harima, I mean Sifi, I just pulled the Harima, which is insane timing. Then I go hard on the Harima champion training tournament, guys. It was 5-star. This is how I got the 5-star on this Harima. And I'm so glad, you know, I was saving my resources. You know, I wasn't doing any champion training tournament or anything like that. So I was like over 4,000 XP, bro. So I little bit go hard on this event because Harima is got their champion, right? Like, never failed to. Ankara obviously was the fusion, which is I love her more than Duchess on these days. I'm working on her 6-star at the moment, guys. And there's a Monster Hunter champion, Ultimate Death Knight, obviously the fusion. I mean, day login, that was fusion. Alva is great. I actually got my first Alva from the Guarantee event, guys. 20 sec red shard. So I was saving my shard for the Guarantee, and Alva was super crazy good champion, right? I use her a lot on the live arena before I put Sifi. I wasn't big fan of using Duchess on the live arena, guys. So been using Alva before the Sifi. No, most likely, guys, I'm using Sifi and Ankara. Grazor pulled it recently. Not really big fan of him, not gonna lie. Ursuga, actually, I believe my second Void Legendary champion. My first one was the Krisk. Yeah, like, they are helping me a lot, guys, on the beginning of the game, especially Krisk. Obviously, Ursuga is more like a arena champion, but I seriously enjoy Ursuga, not gonna lie. I build her, I believe, 4 piston skin, yeah. 6 piston skin and the 2-piece frostbite, my bad. And I really enjoy her build, guys. Sometimes I'm using, you know, if the enemy team has like very, very strong DPS, I'm trying like Harima and the Ursuka together. You know, like both of them has a damage reduction. And you can definitely see their damage reduction, guys. Actually noticeable. Torment was like fusion wise event. Chris, like I said, my first Void Lego. I pulled the Venus not while ago, actually. So before they buffed the Cupidus Venus couple, right? So Venus, like, I got her, guys, like after I got the Lydia, and I was super upset about it. But recently, I mean, actually it's been a while they buffed them, but Cupidus Venus definitely solid. I actually use them on my Portal Hydra at the moment. Never use them on the arena, guys, because I don't have a necklet, and without necklet, I'm not really big fan of to use them. Ukko obviously was the fusion, I believe. There's another Alva. Narcissus was the guarantee. I'm so glad I was a shard for him. Valkyrie was the another guarantee, guys. Again, crazy good champion. Evandolin was guarantee as well. As you guys see, I got lots of champion from the guarantee. Fortus was also guarantee. I wish I didn't open, but it is what it is. Second time I'm super happy. Which is Michinagi, guys. Another guarantee champion. And Ninja, obviously my account is very, very old, guys. So I have a Ninja. Protoss number 2. Archer girl, I got lucky enough to get her, guys, on the her 15x. Ragash, I pulled them. Cupidus, Venus Cupidus, I'm using them. Masalat was super bad back in the day, but he got a very solid buff, guys. So he's very decent. Been using him not long ago on my hard team. Not anymore too. Jingwon, I mean, using him on my Dragon Art team. Hard 10 team, but that's all about it. Corner, been using him, guys, back in the day in the arena, not going to lie. You know, actually, I was a very nice comp. So if you guys doesn't know, Corner, A2 ability is provoking them, provoking the enemy. And if the enemy is under a decreased attack, I believe, yeah, decrease attack or the decrease defense or the decrease speed debuff, he's gonna be counter attack them if they attack him, right? Well, I've been using Madame Series with the Madame Series targeter. You know, Madame Series can cast decrease attack and decrease defense. Obviously, this meta is dead because Stone Skin and the ship. I'm talking about the days before the Stone Skin and the ship. So Warlord actually, like, I pulled him long ago, guys, and not gonna lie, I use him a lot. Still using him, you know. Warlord is great champion. Arix, my favorite. That's actually second Arix. This Arix on the Spider Heart 10 build. There's a video on my YouTube channel. I never see they are failed, by the way, guys. Hard to say 100%, but I never see they are failed over maybe 10,000 energy. So go check the video. Kaimar, I actually got the Kaimar very long ago, guys. Very, very long ago. Like, it's very long. Kaimar was actually bad. Why? I'm talking about the years before the team setup. And if you guys doesn't know, Kaimar default AI always start in the game with the A3 skin. So let's say you have a Kaimar on your team. Guess what? He's going to use the A3 skill. You cannot teach him to use the A2 skill, for example, which is there is no team setup. So I was actually have a very weird spider team with the Kaimar. So I believe I've been using Feign, decrease defense, and the weakened champion, right? Spider 20, I'm talking about normal. And been using Cold Art and the Kaimar. Been using Feign, Cold Art, Kaimar, and the Krisk. I think that was my team, guys. You guys have no idea how I built my Kaimar. So because Kaimar started the game with this skill, guys, I built my Cold Art twice as fast this Kaimar. So what does that mean? Kaimar base speed is 103. So I built my Cold Art more than 206 speed. So which means Cold Art can get 2 turn. Why Cold Art need to get 2 turn? Because Cold Art AI also not that smart, guys. Cold Art start in the game their A2 ability, which is attack all enemy, which is not the skill we want them to use on the spider, right? We want them to use A3 skill, not the A2. So Cold Art using A2 ability, alright? Then she's getting turn again before the Kaimar, and she's using A3. Meanwhile, this time Krisk is provoking the spider, so we are safe. Then after Cold Art get 2 turn, Kaimar resetting the cooldown. Then they are using their A2 ability again and A3. Guys, trust me, back into the game, back in the days, game was so hard. Trust me, guys, you guys are very lucky on these days. So let's go back to the legendaries again. There we go. And Lady Kimi was guaranteed as well, guys. 150 ancient shards. Still remember that. Blancyr, I don't know about you guys, but Blancyr definitely need a buff. Like, can't say like I use her a lot, to be honest. Like, even back in the day, you know. Bedell, I got long ago and using him. I think I use him a lot actually before the Heart Danger released. He was soloing, guys, Dragon 25 and the Ice Golem 25, same build. There's a video. Then they nerfed the Frenzy set, right? You can still able to do that. I released one more video actually after the Frenzy set nerf. Right now, obviously, you cannot use him on the Heart Ice Golem because boss is immune to the poison, so you cannot kill him. But he can still duo with the Mitrella on the Heart Dragon 10. So again, there is a video about it. Koinova actually got a buff recently. She's actually very solid now. Didn't got the time, didn't got the resources to build her, to test her on the arena. I'm not big fan of the attack DPS on the arena, guys. But been using her a lot on my campaign farmer. So didn't have to build anybody else. Koinova, actually, I just 6-star her, but because of the buff. But she was even working 5-star. Not book at all. No masters at all. Very easy to build her. There is a video on my YouTube again, campaign farmer, if you guys interesting. More to Cup. I was super happy whenever I pulled him. You know, there was like maybe last year, like his meta was super. Everybody was using him, right? Mortimer Cup, Stone Skin build, stuff like that. But his meta kinda dead now, so can't say like I need him anymore, you know. And checking the rest of the champion. CC was the guarantee as well, guys. Got her from the 12 sacred chart, so that definitely worth it. And looking, yeah, I have a more Lady Kimi now. Gaius was the fusion, Brogni was the fusion. Jintor, actually, I pulled him I don't know when, but speaking of that, by the way, it took me 2 years to build a wonky Columbus team. So sometimes I'm seeing the people asking Columbus help to me, and I'm like, man, you just start the game and you want the wonky the Columbus. Like, it took me 2 years, man. Obviously, we have a more alternative now. Like Demiata wasn't in the game. We have a Demiata now, right? We have a more epic champion that can help you. But it took me 2 years to get my second Maneater, guys. So I built a leader team with the Jintaro and don't have any problem right now on the Columbus, Wonky, All Affinity, Full Auto, any difficulty. So again, there is a video as well on this comp. And some more champion there, yeah. I pulled the second G-Nut recently. That's super helped me. I built a Fahrenheit 10 team around them and the faster Sun Devil team, which is super happy about them. And there is some meh champion, over there and there. Some trash legendary champion there, sadly. I got a fourth Septimus recently, guys. Like Septimus is the one of the champion they need to buff ASAP, to be honest. It's so funny, like champion like Husk, Royal Guard, which is the epic champion, way better than Septimus. Like, here I'm just sleeping on them. Anyway, as you guys see, I just show you guys quick recap about my over 4 year free-to-play progress. And yeah, I maxed my first faction guarding guys, Skinwalker 1010. Thank you so much for the watching, guys. Hopefully this video can help you. Don't rush on the game if you're not spending money. It's gonna take some time. Please be chill, enjoy the game, take your time, and save your resources by the correct timing. That's much more important, okay? Thank you so much for the watching again. Catch you guys on the next time. Have a nice day. Bye bye.